Good evening, everyone. This is GS Kumar, your host. Today, Business Arena 365. We bring we bring you success stories of startup right from the business owners themselves. This particular channel gives a very honest career opportunities from the business owners who kickstarted their journey. And we have Mr. Mahendran Subramanian who have recorded these kind of sessions in a very prompt manner wherein business owners share their stories, inspiring stories, journeys, and all that. Today, we are fortunate enough to have Mr. Mahendran to share his own story in his own YouTube channel, where I'm fortunate enough to host this particular session, wherein we will try to understand his own journey after having 122 videos of business owners, which is tremendous number of videos of business owners, and have 15.6K subscribers base across the world, and more than 286,000 views going on further and enlarging. So happy to welcome Mr. Mahendran to the show. I'm looking forward to a great talk on this session.
Thank you, Mr. Kumar. It's always a pleasure and honor to talk to you. And thanks for the lovely introduction. That was very generous of you. So thank you very much.
Fantastic, sir. So, what exactly inspired you to start this journey as a YouTuber? Because you might have a different career in the past. Can you give a insight on what exactly you started as a career and how you turned into a YouTuber?
Yes, Kumar, that's a wonderful question. And rightly you said that earlier I was into corporate and I was working for a couple of US IT companies where I was into the functional side till 2020. That was till then I was in a regular job and I came out of my regular job in mid 2020. And I tried to, my main forte was into recruiting. So I used to handle
Hmm.
recruiting setup for the US companies. And I thought I could do the same in the domestic market also. But somehow I didn't enjoy working in the domestic market. It was different because I worked in the
Hmm.
US market for almost for 25 years, close to 25 years. So it was totally a
Hmm.
different ball game. So I wasn't enjoying it. And then I said, let
Okay.
me do something else. But in the meantime, I said, I had a flair for films, short films and all I used to make. I used to do scripting and all. So I said, let me
Wow.
try this out as a hobby. And I spoke to
Hmm.
one of my good friends who said, who
Hmm.
would not say no to me. So
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I did a couple of interviews with them. I did this podcast and I published on
Hmm.
my channel. I started a channel and started publishing. So I
Hmm.
realized
Hmm.
that it's getting good views, good followers, and it was
Hmm.
reaching out to good number of people. So it looked a bit encouraging, and then I started meeting a lot of people because I was into networking, so I knew a lot of business owners, especially the first generation business owners who wanted a
Hmm.
platform
Hmm.
where they can showcase about their journey and their product and their services. So I started talking to
Right.
them, and I got a good response from whoever I spoke. 99% of them
Hmm.
were more than willing to come on my channel. So
Wonderful.
I started making podcasts for all these business owners who I was acquainted with. So that's how I started my journey. And then I got interested because it gives you insight of so many people, meeting so many people. There's so many
Hmm.
different stories and so many different lessons that you learn from all these business entrepreneurs. It is not easy. The journey is tough. Every business owner
True.
goes through a tough journey and he's a
Hmm.
loner.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And that's made me very interesting. And I started meeting more people, talking to more people, and the journey went on. And today I'm, like you said, I'm about 122 episodes completed
Wow.
and reaching about 3 lakh viewers and
Yeah,
15,000
yeah.
plus subscribers.
True, true,
So that
true.
is my,
That's amazing. Like, I mean, when you focus on one area and keep on digging the same area, you will get the gold mine. That's the kind of insights I'm getting from your journey where
yeah,
you
that's right.
started.
Very much, very much. So that's what I learned from all the entrepreneurs that I met. They went on a particular track and they went on it,
mm,
irrespective of what
mm,
anybody told them, anything that's happening, good, bad, or ugly. They're very focused with what they wanted to do, and they did it, and
mm,
they're successful today. And all
mm,
of them are
mm,
started from ground zero. 99% of them are from ground zero,
mm.
and all of them are first generation business owners. That makes things
Right.
more interesting.
Right. So you started with your friend circle who were business owners, entrepreneurs. So I'm sure there'll be a couple of learnings in 4 episode, 5 episode after you making. There could be a couple of learnings. Oh, okay, this is the approach I should take going forward. So what was the initial learnings when you did like this 4, 5 episodes in the first stage?
Yeah. So when I did it, I just did it. I said it's my hobby. I'm doing it as a hobby. I didn't
Hmm.
thought it's going to be a business path or
Commercializing thing.
some other thing.
Correct.
I just said I'll do it
Hmm.
for fun of it, and I'll start off something else later on. But when I did
Hmm.
these few things, I also started getting to know how to do things. Like I picked up a lot of technical things like editing and all. I can do myself to a larger extent. And then understood how the
Hmm.
camera has to. Earlier, it was just if you see my first episode, both of us are looking at the camera and talking.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the thumbnail that I made was a
Super
document.
terrible. Okay.
These
Okay.
are small things that I've learned by mistakes. So,
Hmm.
how to place the camera, how to arrange the frame, what are the
Hmm.
amount of light is required, the angle of lights. All this I picked
Hmm.
up along the journey because this is not
Wonderful.
what I was doing earlier. I was enjoying
Hmm.
my corporate life, but I came out,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had to do something, so I wanted to keep busy and active. So I started doing all this. And the most interesting part is the journey was very uh, learning kind of experience. Every person I met,
Hmm.
he had some different story, a different lesson that I could learn. And one thing, key thing on everybody I found is the consistency. What I learned,
Hmm.
the first thing
Right.
is consistency and focus they had. These were things that
Hmm.
helped me, and I keep on improving. I keep talking to other people. I have some of the people, some
Hmm.
of my friends in the industry, film industry, so they help me.
So over a period of time, you evolved and like you started as a passion, interest, and discussed with the friends, and you were thinking, okay, there is a gap in technicalities, there is a gap in camera angle, lighting. Over a period
Right.
of time, you learned and then implemented
Yeah.
in the journey. Like
Yes.
a
You're
lot of
right.
people have this self-rejection process, if I call it. Like they want everything to be perfect, and then they'll want to start. Which delays the process. So,
Yes,
what is
that
your
is.
thought? Like,
My opinion is you need to start. You
correct.
need to start,
Hmm.
and you cannot be perfect. You might have done a
Right.
lot of things till today, but tomorrow they will
Hmm.
not be the same. You have to change. You have to relearn,
Hmm.
unlearn.
Hmm.
So it is a
Hmm.
process. It's a lifelong learning. You have to have that
Right.
attitude. If you think that you're going to
Hmm.
learn everything and then start, it is never going to
Hmm.
happen. It's never going to happen.
Very true. Very true. So, perfection should be something like we'll keep it
It
aside
keeps
and then
coming and it keeps on
kickstart the journey.
improving.
Right.
It may
Right.
be
Right.
perfect today, but tomorrow when you look back, this may not be perfect. You have
Correct.
to go to a next level. And things are
Hmm. Hmm.
changing so rapidly because of technology and all, then you have to keep upgrading yourself on a daily basis,
Hmm.
I would say. And you
Hmm.
need to
Hmm.
start.
Hmm.
You have to make mistakes. Without making mistakes, you're
Right.
not going to learn.
Or,
Until you fall, you
suggestions.
will not know how to get up and run.
Correct. 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 So we talked about technical clarity and what you call angle clarity, multiple things. But initially, you started with your friends where you might have little casual conversations and all that.
Yeah.
But did you made a method of speaking when you met people who are not your friends? Like, is the speaking or interviewing method got also all evolved in that way?
What I would say is, I had a format. I still follow a format that basic. I get my guests to introduce themselves and how they
Hmm.
started the journey and what are the challenges
Hmm.
they have faced and
Hmm.
how they
Hmm. Hmm.
overcome the challenges and what are the success stories they have and what are the giveaways. This is the basic format that I have. But mostly I
Hmm.
go without scripting so that it becomes very spontaneous and the flow
Natural.
looks
Hmm.
natural. So
Okay.
start off and then we try to connect each link with another. So that's what I do
Mm-hmm.
normally.
Okay.
So
Okay.
once you get into a conversation, then the questions keep coming. Like it is totally different from one person to another.
So any production needs a lot of preparation, and of course, podcasting and
Yeah.
interviewing, and of course, meeting senior business owners. It needs a lot of preparation. So, what exactly is the preparation which goes into the process before even doing the production of
Yeah.
the video which we are doing? Is there any mechanism,
Yeah.
framework, process
The
which?
basic thing what we do is we talk to our guest. We try to understand what he's doing. We have one or two discussions, and then we
Hmm,
ask for his profile.
hmm,
Then we also go through his other profiles like on LinkedIn and other. So then we try to compile everything and then we summarize it and then we say these are things we need to ask this person. And also
hmm.
when while talking, we also ask the guest like any specific thing that you want to highlight. So we bring up that
Okay.
question accordingly. So it's a bit
Hmm,
of
hmm, hmm.
preparation before the we start the shoot and all.
Entire process
Yeah,
wherein pre-production preparation of interview, preparing the guest also,
yeah,
production and post-production work, which is more into your editing and technicalities of
yeah,
thumbnail, headline,
yeah,
tags,
headline, yeah,
multiple other things. Fine, fine. I think since you have done more than 100 videos, I know you might have, dive depth into the kind of a headline and kind of a multiple variant level of
yeah,
people you could have met in the process, all that. Fantastic. Now, how do you balance questions like certain questions you might be scripting like okay I'll ask this kind of a questions
yeah.
that is all fine but during the conversation is there any spontaneity which you bring into the thing where you will ask sub questions and then move forward? Is there any interesting talks during the interview with the business owners?
Yeah, as we get into discussion, we try to bring in more questions relating to what will help the guest. He's
Hmm.
going to focus his himself or his product. The focus is to bring the
Hmm.
best out of him so that it becomes
Right.
more interesting to the viewers.
Hmm. Okay. Now, you were also in the recruitment industry. So, of course, recruitment industry sees multiple industries in
Yeah.
the journey.
Mhm.
So it becomes natural for you to ask a wide variety of questions. But there might be situation where you're unfamiliar about the industry, and we may not know what is the right questions to ask. So in that way, how do you go about? Like you don't even know what is the next questions to ask. So
Yeah.
is there any situation wherein you handle those kind of situations?
Yeah. Like basically, I told you, like we do this research on the person. We go through his profile.
Hmm.
We ask him also to send his profile so that we
Hmm.
know what to talk to him and how his journey was.
Hmm.
And then we have one or two
Hmm.
discussions before we start the shoot. So we get very,
Hmm.
very familiar with what he's doing and things like that because every person is into different industry. So it is always new to me. But then we talk
Correct.
and try to spend more time with the person so that we get to know his journey and what is it. Even before the shoot, also we spend at least half an hour just chit-chatting and trying to understand things and make
Hmm.
the atmosphere more easy, like comfortable.
Yeah, yeah,
We try to make
comfortable.
it
Okay.
comfortable so that because many of them are facing the camera for the first time, so they
Huh.
sometimes they get nervous and they say, "Oh my God, what is this? I've
Right.
never done it before." So we talk to them and
Right.
try to make them comfortable for.
Hmm.
We try to talk at least for half an hour, 40 minutes, so that once we start
Right.
off, they feel it's very easy, very comfortable.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So that they open up in a natural way
Yeah, I
rather than,
open up now. So I
Ah,
don't give
ah,
them script all, then they become very cautious. Okay, this is
ah.
what question is coming and this is what I have to answer.
Right, right, right.
So, so I just go with the
Okay.
flow and get connected with the
Just
question.
go with the flow.
We
Okay,
build a
okay, okay.
story.
Fine.
We build a
Ha, ha,
story
ha.
from start to conclusion. That goes.
The focus is bringing more out of him. So
Yeah,
that will bring you, evolve you naturally with the questions. Right,
right.
right,
Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
Correct,
It should
correct.
go up. It's not going to come down.
Yes, yes, yes. It's become searchable. In YouTube,
Yeah.
it's a searchable
And
platform.
YouTube
So
is the highest, the second highest searched platform.
search engine. Oh, right, right, right.
First is Google, second is YouTube.
Obvious, obvious. I mean, they go hands on hand.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people want to have a video education rather than a text-based education. So
Yes.
obviously YouTube makes a lot of sense in terms of educating people through a video.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense. Right. So when you're choosing a business owner, is there any checklist? Oh, okay, this is the kind of basic requirement I should have, so that this is a kind of a founder or a business owner I have to do, or it's just a random, like anybody who's an entrepreneur journey, do you do interview? Is there any checklist which
I try
before even
to the most find people who are established
established?
in their own industry.
Mm-hmm.
So at least I try to
Right.
see that they have about 5+ years of experience doing business,
5+.
the
Mm-hmm.
current business, whatever they're doing. They've been doing it for the last at least 5, 6 years. And most of them
Mm-hmm.
are 10 years plus.
So, you would have seen, I mean, you've been doing very long way. Like, how do you see the evolving nature of YouTube? Like, you could have started like maybe a couple of years back where YouTube was in one stage. But
Yeah.
in recent years, what are the major changes you are seeing in YouTube wherein, okay, this is a plus point for me being in YouTube. Is there any some ideas which you felt it's very, very advantageous for
It is
me as a
advantage because going forward, visual media will be more effective in terms of
user?
business, in terms of presentation, in terms of education, whatever it is, the visual media will be more effective. Audio
Correct,
is there.
correct. Even visually, it is educating. Yeah.
Visual and audio both is there, which is more effective.
Mm.
And going forward, people are going to use this media for many other things also. It will be part and parcel of your daily life.
Right, right, right. So since it's been growing along, like have you built a community around it wherein, because there are all founders, so have you built a community around it wherein you meet regularly, or is there any groups which you have created for those founders you've been part of, these YouTube channel?
Yes. So
Yeah, yeah.
coming to your question, after doing about 50 episodes, I realized that unknowingly, I built up
Hmm.
a business community.
Hmm.
Because I realized about 50 of them
Right.
under this platform called Business Arena 365. So I said I might
Right.
bring them under one group. Then I formed a WhatsApp group where I added all
Hmm.
these members with their
Hmm.
consent. I sent a message to them, I spoke to them, and with their consent, I
Right.
built up this group. And then by the time I reached 100 episodes, we started having a regular meets also. First, I had a couple of offline meets where
Hmm.
I had these people coming in, and then
Hmm.
even online meetings also we do regularly now. Every 15 days, we
Okay.
try to have one online meeting. So everybody
Hmm.
can join and they can talk about themselves, they can give references, they can look forward for collaboration with other fellow members. So these are things that
Networking,
happen.
collaboration.
Networking is happening.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
There's a
So, is there
community.
any specific day and time which you regularly doing this particular networking meeting?
Yeah, so this was initially we just did randomly, but now we have
Hmm.
decided to have it on second Saturday and fourth Saturday.
Okay.
And once
Okay.
in a month, we are going to have offline meetings. That is maybe the third week of the month. And
Hmm.
going forward, we might have two also.
Hmm. 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 Fantastic.
That is
So
what.
now I come to the final question of the entire session. Like, you've built so much and have grown so far. Like, what is your future plan for next 1 year to 5 years? What exactly was your vision, long-term vision?
Long-term vision is, I said, this is a mission where I want to bring more business owners under this
Hmm.
platform. So that is my focus as of now. And as we go forward, we'll see what other things we can improvise or
Evolve over a period of time. Hmm. Hmm.
add
Hmm.
on.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
this
Hmm. Hmm.
community was add on. It wasn't there before. So
Right.
similarly, we can do many
Right.
other things.
True, true. Fine, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your entire journey because it is very, very inspiring. And usually you bring the all the triggering, inspiring questions from a lot of business owners. I am fortunate enough today to bring your own career in this particular story. I'm so happy to be a host to handle these kind of career questions with you. And I hope this video will be helpful for a lot of people who who wants to get into this kind of industry as well. So thank you so much for joining and sharing your things, and all the very best for your
Thank
future.
you, Kumar. Thank you. It was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
really enjoyed talking to you.
Please do like, subscribe, and watch.